To get started, click on the Before examining the case summary together, let's review a suggested 4-step framework that we'll use to better understand the information, as well as help shape the conversations you will have with a non-custodial parent. First, we'll confirm contact details and benefit status. Next, we'll review the current account status. Then, we'll review the status of enforcement actions, and last, review next steps. Now let's use the 4-step framework to help you focus on key information in your conversations with non-custodial parents like Carl. It's important to check on child support debt and payment amounts. If the debt level is high and payments haven't been made, there are services child support can provide. First, you'll want to confirm Carl's contact details on the top of the document. If Carl indicates that any of his information in this section is incorrect, then you can provide him with a phone number and email address to contact OCSS. After confirming contact details, you'll also want to confirm the non-custodial parent's benefit status. While Carl is not currently in receipt of benefits according to the snapshot, if he indicates that he is in fact receiving cash assistance or Social Security income, then he could be exempt from certain enforcement actions. We'll discuss this more when we reach the end of our review. So, we're finished with this step. We can check off Confirm Contact Details and Benefit Status. When you're ready, the second step in the process is to review the account information. This section shows how much the non-custodial parent is supposed to pay each month, how much he owes, and his payment history since the last time it was updated. As you review these details with him, take note of whether he is able to pay his monthly obligation in full on a consistent basis. According to Carl's case summary, his monthly obligation is $265.11. But he has not been able to make consistent payments and has accumulated a significant amount of debt. Carl may be a candidate for an order modification, debt reduction program, or employment services. Now let's check off the review of account information. When you're ready, click Continue. Next, you'll want to note any enforcement actions listed. The child support program can legally collect on overdue child support through a number of enforcement measures, and the snapshot shows you which ones are in effect. If you would like more information on OCSS enforcement, click on the hyperlink Enforcement Actions Assistant. For Carl's case, the snapshot lists 3 enforcement actions that are impacting him: referral to the New York State Department of Taxation and Finance, Credit Bureau reporting, and New York State Department of Motor Vehicles license suspension. Now let's check off the review of enforcement information. When you're ready, click Continue. Finally, wrap up by reviewing the Next Step section with your client. This section contains a list of action items for the non-custodial parent, which are suggestions based upon his circumstances. Looking at Carl's situation, he has 1. Missed a number of child support payments, 2. Has child support debt, and 3. Has several active enforcement actions. These would all indicate Carl is having difficulty paying his child support. The best suggestion for Carl's next step is to contact OCSS's customer service. For Carl's most urgent issues, customer service can walk him through the options for restoring his driver's license and assist him with the other enforcement actions impacting his case. For the longer term, since it seems Carl is having difficulty making his payments, customer service can help him with filing a downward modification petition, which are the papers needed to request that the court lower the child support obligation amount so that his order is in line with his income. Customer service can also determine if Carl is eligible for any of OCSS's debt reduction programs, such as arrears cap and arrears credit, that might bring down his existing child support debt. The next slides include links to information and handouts you can give to Carl, including a checklist, Child Support, Your Next Steps, that can help him prepare for his visit to the OCSS's customer service office. So we've now completed the last step of the review, and we can check that off. Let's take a look at some useful forms. So when you are ready, click to scroll. At the bottom of every screen and snapshot, you'll see 3 options: Useful Child Support Documents, useful child support videos, and links to various websites such as nyc.gov, HRA, and the New York State Child Support website. Go ahead and click on Useful Child Support Documents to see what's available there. You can see there is an informational library with links to child support handbooks, flyers, informationals, and other important forms. Let's point out some of the documents that I mentioned when reviewing Carl's case. First, how to change your address. Next, manage your child support, a brochure that outlines OCSS's services such as assistance with lowering your child support payments without going to court. Then, forms for applying to debt reduction programs such as arrears cap and arrears credit. Finally, for non-custodial parents whose driver's license has been suspended, here's the form that they can complete to restore their license. Also, if you decide to refer your clients to customer service, this form, Child Support, Your Next Steps, provides a checklist for items to consider when contacting customer service. Most of these documents are available in English and Spanish. Once you click on a language of choice, you can also print it out, or you can even email it to your clients by selecting Click Here if you'd like to email these documents. Okay, let's look at the library for child support videos. Go ahead and click on Useful Child. Here are informational videos that cover a range of topics from establishing paternity to filing the financial disclosure affidavit. One that may be especially useful to you and your clients is the NYC Child Support Guide for Non-Custodial Parents, a frank discussion of some of the concerns often raised by these parents. Some of the videos are available in English and Spanish. If you want to email any of these videos to your client, you'd select the link Click Here if you'd like to email the video links to a non-custodial parent. Click Next when you're ready to continue. Before examining the case summary together, let's review a suggested three-step framework for custodial parents that we'll use to better understand the information, as well as help shape the conversation you will have with your client. First, we'll confirm benefit status. Next, we'll review the current account status. Last, review next steps. Now let's use the three-step framework to help you focus on key information in your conversations with custodial parents like Sue. It's especially important to check if the parent has a sanctioned cash assistance status or unclaimed money, because these are areas in which OCSS may be able to help. First, you'll want to confirm Sue's benefit status that can be found on the top of this document. Then, just below that, you'll want to confirm sanction status. While Sue is not currently receiving benefits according to the snapshot, if she indicates otherwise, you can say it's either a timing issue or the information needs to be updated, especially if she recently applied for public assistance. You could also encourage her to contact OCSS about any questions or concerns she may have. So we are finished with this step. We can check off Confirm Benefit Status. When you're ready, click Continue. The second step in the process is to review the account information. This section shows how much the custodial parent or the government is supposed to receive each month, how much is owed, and the payment history since the last time it was updated. As you review these details with her, take note of whether the other parent is paying their monthly obligation in full on a consistent basis. According to Sue's case summary, the monthly obligation is $1,111.70. There is a significant amount of unpaid child support owed to her and DSS, since she was on cash assistance previously. The non-custodial parent, Alfonso, may be eligible for debt reduction programs, but we'll discuss that later. Now let's check off the review of account information. When you're ready, click Continue. Finally, wrap up by reviewing the next steps section with your client, which are suggestions customized to her circumstances. Looking at Sue's case, 1. She has not received several child support payments. 2. OCSS cannot currently locate the non-custodial parent. And 3. There are high levels of debt owed to Sue and DSS. For Sue's most urgent issues, the best suggestion for her is to contact OCSS if she has updated details on where Alfonso works or lives. Also, since Alfonso is having difficulty making payments and has accumulated debt, Sue can consider 1. Encouraging him to contact OCSS about eligible debt reduction programs, and 2. Working with a neutral, trained mediator to assist her and Alfonso in discussing options on reducing the child support debt. The link to the brochure is listed on her Snapshot report, which you can give to Sue. So we've completed the last step of the review and we can check that off. Now let's look at the mediation brochure that is available on the Snapshot. Go ahead and click here for useful child. You can see below Mediation Services, the brochure is available in English and Spanish. Go ahead and click on English. This one-page brochure can be printed or saved to then email to your client. In the next Snapshot release, additional documents and videos specific to the custodial parent. We've come to the end of our training. Hopefully you feel more comfortable with the Child Support Snapshot and how to review a case summary with your clients. And remember the guidelines the next time you log in. Alright, go ahead and click to close out of Snapshot. And keep in mind, OCSS is here to partner with you in navigating the child support process. Working together, we can empower our clients to take action on their child support cases. That way, they can support their families and themselves, and there can be better outcomes for children. And last but not least, here's the link to the Snapshot. Go ahead, click on it, and get started.